Serena Williams, and today she's up against Justine Hénin of Belgium, the teenager, 18 years old, who will serve first.
That was pretty good for someone who's only 5'6" tall. But certainly got a very nice service action.
Good display of her best shots already. Montreal, the place that she loves to visit because her godfather lives in the city, so visits when she can. An emphatic start. This actually her debut in this event. Debut year, came through the first round beating Asa Karlsson of Sweden. A three-set battle, 6-2, 4-6, 6-3 the score in that. So she's done a lot of work already to get this far, and that might just help her a little bit against Davenport, who has had a few days break and the travel from the west coast of the United States up to the east of Canada.
Well, also, of course, Justine Hénin has qualified for this event, so she's played 3 matches already to get to this stage, so she's on a bit of a roll.
Right in the corner, what a shot.
Well played from Hénin, she read it well. Very quick around the court. But after she's hit this one, she's off already, wanting this backhand. Well, it's nice to have that type of reach, isn't it? 6'2½". Lindsay Davenport, she can just stick out an arm, and she's more than likely to get hold of the ball.
Dug that out very well indeed. So a decent start for the second seed. Only her second appearance in this event. Played it 3 years ago. In fact, her debut in Montreal, because on 1997 it was in Toronto where she reached the quarterfinals. Now that's Davenport at her best. Took it early and just flew past her opponent. And she does look pretty upbeat for this, which is good to see. So carrying the overall momentum of last week into the start of this one.
pretty vital for hénin to get a lot of first serves in, if possible. I mean, she's probably torn between wanting to go for her first serve and again, just trying to get it in.
Well, it's a great attempt to try and get it back, but too much in the end, and I suppose a lot of that down to the fact that the last opponent Lindsay had was Serena Williams, and she had to hit so hard to try and win points there.
But how quick is this? And using a squash type shot to get that one back, and in the end running out of room. Sometimes that's the most dangerous returns that Lindsay does, are the ones that she hits really hard straight back at you. You see there, hénin didn't move her feet at all. She got stuck. The ball was too close to her.
Saves the break point, and I do like that backhand. It looks lovely, doesn't it? Hits right through it, rips through the ball.
I always think a one-handed backhand like that looks so elegant compared to the two-handed ones. That was a beautiful setup on her forehand there to attack that shot. Very open stance, good balance, making sure she had the weight shift through the ball.
Chance now then to take a 2-1 lead for the Belgian.
I actually thought the wind caught that and blew it close into her body. That's why she mistimed it. Keep your feet moving so much in the wind.
Before the match, we heard her talking about that forehand and the topspin she likes to put on it. Plenty of that there just to bring it down inside the baseline at the far corner. And a decent service winner to clinch it. So the chance going away from Davenport to get an early lead. She trails 1-2 in the first set. So a first appearance and a pretty good opening 3 games for Hénin against the second seed. Big stadium still to be filled up. Many people making their way in. Get a first sight of this lady and see what the qualifier can do against her. It's a very free-flowing, compact game. It's nice to watch.
Well, only just, but firing a bit long at the moment, Lindsay Davenport.
Needs a couple of good serves now to get out of trouble. Oh, that's a great defensive shot that became an attacking weapon, and York's the second seed. There's the break.
Well, this is the thing about someone who can go, you know, one-handed, and the slice, you can block back a ball like the one that Davenport hit, and it goes straight to the feet. It's very difficult to handle.
So a good lead. Just when you think she's gone walkabout, she does that. So the Belgian beware.
It's timed so beautifully. I mean, Hénin is very fast, and she had no way she was going to get near that one.
Touché. What a shot. She's very focused, isn't she? So into this already. No, she has to be. And again, Davenport's forehand just floats long. And if the breeze is a little bit strong, she seems to have the problem more so than her opponent. And very quickly surging towards a 4-1 lead. Well, again, not by much, but it is good to watch, isn't it? Great to see her really going for it against such a good player as Davenport.
And it's all timing. Only just out, but it is. I mean, only 5'6". Yeah, everyone thinks you have to be tall and muscle to hit the ball well out here on a tennis court, but it's not that at all. It's timing that counts.
She likes it, Davenport doesn't. but there's no overall. And the Belgian leads 4-1 in the first set. Davenport with work to do. Three days ago, Lindsay Davenport was contesting the final of the WTA event in Los Angeles. Now she's in danger of, well, a big upset here if this carries on, because hénin is playing much better than the second seed. And if you didn't know anything about the game and you'd suddenly arrived in this stadium and were watching, you'd say, well, world number 2, it must be that one with the white cap on.
You're right at the moment. Oh, Lindsay will not like this. She feels that a few calls have gone against her already.
Immediate overall, so she gets on with it.
And now they're both looking. Really is not great movement from Lindsay Davenport. I think she's got to get her footwork going a bit better around the ball.
She says she wins more points with the forehand, but you'd have to disagree today. That backhand is firing brilliantly most of the time. Davenport just watching it whistle by. Mind you, she can play one or two of her own.
Especially if they're as short as that.
So she saves the break points, but having to work things out a little bit better than she was earlier on. And that good serve coming into effect now. Has to. So a chance gone for the qualifier, but still with the break advantage, and Davenport will be relieved to have got another game on the board.
Well, very relieved to win that one. You know, she most of the time in her matches against this type of opponent, she just hits them off the court and they really can't do much about it. But Davenport started slowly, and hénin's playing very well.
Feeling the pressure for the first time. Often the way, isn't it? Get a good lead over a higher ranked player, feel you've got a chance, and then you start thinking a little bit too much. It was out. And it was good play by hénin to keep in that point, because Davenport was determined to force her back.
It was the footwork again. These lovely little steps around the ball, looking for it all the time.
Thought she might have just done that. I don't know whether the breeze blew it back a bit. But what a great recovery from the Davenport return, because I think most players would have given up on that, but she just kept on going for it.
Well, I thought that Davenport was going to play a dry volley, but because it is so breezy out there today, she decided to let it bounce, and then therefore got back into the point.
But a break point now. And this time she can't get the footwork right around that ball. Davenport comes back on serve and will pick up for the next one. 3-4 down, first set. It's been a good day so far for the French contingent in Montreal. Two of their seeds making it through to the third round. Sandrine Testu, the number 8, has come from a set down to beat Ruxandra Dragomir of Romania 3-6, 7-5, 6-2. And Juliana Decugy, who struggled in her first round match against Angael Sido. She won in straight sets today against Sandra Nachuk, qualifier from Yugoslavia. The score 6-3, 7-6.
That's a beautiful backhand.
Well, Lindsay did the right thing in swinging round at the ball. She didn't try and hit one through the legs or anything too spectacular, but hénin just read it, didn't she, and thought, I'll hit one back past you. Thank you very much.
Again, pressurising Davenport. If you can get her on the run, of course that is her one weakness, is her movement. But it's pretty difficult to do that usually.
Again, one more ball comes back and Davenport then makes the error. And having got the break back in the previous game, in danger now of going 3-5 down.
Now, she could have hit that volley the other way and taken it earlier, but she just hesitated.
Good to go for it when you're 40 love up against the opponent's serve. And that was very long indeed, wasn't it? Davenport drops her serve for the second time in this match. And hénin now to serve for this opening set. Very impressive, Joe.
Well, so far, yes, I am impressed. I like the business-like way she's got on with it. She's very quick around the court and has obviously got the tactics right. But she knows she's gone 3 sets with Davenport before now, so that'll give her a lot of confidence to think that she can win this match.
That first encounter well over a year ago now, and I can imagine she's probably been longing for the day to have another crack at her, because with the confidence she has about her game, I'm sure she believes she can do it. Again on the back foot. Two more points and she'll have the set.
Just a little bit eager there. I mean, obviously the second serve has got to be deep, otherwise it's going to be smashed away for a winner.
Oh dear, look out. Well, that could have been nasty.
Very dangerous, actually. That could have gone anywhere. Shows you how well they're playing with the kind of wind that's now whistling around this stadium.
And the crucial point here, look at the breeze on those flags. Very fortunate for her, not so for Davenport. Just clipped the net, deceived her in the bounce.
Well, I thought, though, she had enough time here to make an adjustment. She comes in very well to that side. I know it's unlucky, but just there, just an adjustment, a bit lighter on the racket, but of course very difficult.
Set point number 1.
And the adjustment, very quick adjustment with the feet here from Hénin, gets her out of trouble.
Davenport could learn a thing or two, maybe. Can she clinch it? And that is it. So, a windy day here in Montreal, and the Belgian qualifier putting the wind up, the second seed. Davenport trails by 1 set to love. Justine Hénin, the 18-year-old from Belgium, taking that first set by 6 games to 3. So there are the stats of that first set. What a set it was for the youngster from Belgium. And looking at that, the difference, some more winners certainly. The first serve perhaps a little more effective, although the percentage lower. And the unforced errors were pretty similar. So nip and tuck, but coming up with the bigger points.
Well, I think hénin to have more winners than Davenport's pretty amazing. Also, Davenport hasn't got a serve going yet. A great strength of hers, but difficult in this wind.
Important, so important, even for a player of Davenport's calibre, to get this first game of this second set after losing the first. But the wind is really blowing up considerably now. It's very difficult for both of them, particularly the American, it seems. Trying to judge the weight of shot in the swirling breeze. Those pictures tell the story of the weather that's now looming close to this main stadium. Probably wishes she was back in LA, I think.
But I mean, look at that, it really is blowing a gale now. But you know, the most important thing, and I'll say it again, is the footwork. In a wind like this, you cannot plant your feet.
Relieves the pressure a little bit, Lindsay Davenport, but concerned at what might be coming with that weather front.
I'm sure a few showers are going to be on the way, and Lindsay, I think, should just really concentrate on what she's doing out there on the court. I know she wants to get it over with quickly, but she's got a bit of a fight on her hands here.
We wouldn't want this to become a lottery. It'd be a shame if the weather really severely affects what they're trying to do.
Well, the trouble is the ball's going to be moving the whole time through the air. When it bounces, again, it's not going to come through truly as you expect. That's why you've got to keep your feet going.